Welcome to our Chili Cook-Off, which is our metaphor for bridging the connections between effective schools, response to intervention, otherwise known as RTI, and professional learning communities, or PLCs. Hello, I'm Jana Hennenburr, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Educational Services. Today, the teaching and learning team and I have three outcomes for this presentation. The first outcome is for staff to understand and use the four basic questions in all PLC conversations. The second outcome is for staff to develop and use a common language with regard to effective schools, PLCs, and RTI. And the final outcome for today is for staff to articulate the way in which the seven correlates of effective schools, PLCs, collaborative teams, standards, outcomes, assessments, and RTI connect to enable our district to educate, inspire, and empower all of our diverse learners.
My name is Tricia Sanford, and my role is to help you understand the connection between Chili and education in our school district. But I want to begin with a question. Where were you on Wednesday, November 9th, between the hours of 5 and 8 p.m.? The fine folks in Gatlinburg, Tennessee were on a mission. Their goal? To mark the transition from fall to winter in eye-popping, mouth-watering fashion. Yep, Wednesday marked the 22nd annual Chili Cook-Off, and you missed it. People by the thousands descended on Gatlinburg's downtown parkway to enjoy the sight of a million twinkling lights, and, most importantly, to savor the flavor of homemade chili. 30,000 cups of the heartwarming stew were served up during the 3-hour competition, and, to top it all off, a portion of the proceeds went to Pi Beta Phi Elementary School. Yes, we are talking chili today. Chili, a spicy stew commonly made of ground beef, hot peppers, or chili powder, and beans. Chili. It's a health food, you know. 1 teaspoon of chili powder meets the recommended daily allowance for vitamin A, which is good for your bones and your eyes. Not only that, but if you sprinkle some chili powder in your shoes, your feet will stay warm. In the 1880s, the chili queens of San Antonio, Texas first served up their now famous stew of ground beef and peppers. And back then, it was all about the peppers. And it still is today. But as for the other ingredients, well, they vary from kitchen to kitchen and chef to chef. Vegetarians have found a way to keep the flavor but delete the meat. Coney Islanders, on the other hand, added a hot dog and a bun. In Cincinnati, the chili comes sandwiched between spaghetti and a mountain of cheese. Texans are fond of using beef brisket in lieu of ground beef. This past Wednesday in Tennessee, 30 collaborative teams entered into the competition, hoping to win the coveted People's Choice Award. Despite the old adage about too many cooks spoiling the broth, these groups know firsthand that many hands make light work and that chili is enhanced when the collective wisdom of the group is added to the mix. The first challenge faced by the teams was answering the question, what do we want our chili to look like, taste like, smell like? When all is said and done, what is it that we want from our pot of stew? How do we define success? Throughout the process, the teams were constantly evaluating their chili. Taste tests were conducted while cooking. Audience response was observed carefully and duly noted. The advice of experienced chili gluttons and experts was sought, and if the chili wasn't quite up to expectations, well, then the team knew they had to work together to address the problem. Maybe they just needed to stir things up a bit. Maybe they needed some more ingredients to enhance the chili. But rest assured that every last one of the 30 teams participating in the cook-off did whatever it took to create the best batch of steaming hot chili possible. And at the end of the day, success was measured not only by the quality of the chili produced, but also by the quality of the relationships formed over a steaming hot pot of stew.
So, what does chili competition in Gatlinburg have to do with anything?
The chili cook-off serves as a metaphor for education in our school district, a means of tying together all of the important initiatives and ideas. You will recall that the mission of the cook-off was to mark the transition from fall to winter in a way that brought the community together. Well, we too have a mission.
We certainly do. District 728's school district mission is, our mission is to educate, inspire, and empower our diverse learners to shape their futures, to accomplish their dreams, and to contribute positively to our local and global communities.
There are essential ingredients in chili, just as there are essential ingredients that make up highly effective schools.
The 7 correlates of effective schools, or the ingredients of our overarching purpose, is, first, a clear and focused mission. The second one is safe and orderly environment. A third one is climate of high expectations, instructional leadership, opportunity to learn and time on task, frequent monitoring of student progress, and positive home-school relations.